Hey NailTubers, what is up Nailification Squad, and hello to anyone who's new to the channel. So as you can see, we're going right in and getting started. You saw that I stirred the acrylic, which is something that I should mention more frequently. I talked about this several times before, and I'll try to remember to start including it in my videos again. You should really stir your acrylic powders, especially a powder like this that's heavy with all this beautiful glitter. Isn't it so pretty? It's almost like a reflective, isn't it? And also, you guys will notice that I didn't go in with clear because there are some things that I needed to edit out because of the length of the video. And at times there are things that I want to make certain that you see. So this set actually ended up being unplanned, because when I started this, I had a totally different idea for this set, and you'll see that in a moment too. So this sheer, which is similar to, and you guys know I always mention how inspired I am by NotPolish, and they have their candy, I think it's called Candy Coated collection, or their candy collection. So this sheer is a solid color similar to the color of the glitter powder that you see, mixed in with clear to come up with this, and it almost looks like a cover nude, doesn't it? So that one nail is going to be solid and it'll get artwork, and this one will as well, just a little artwork on this one, but this is going to be an ombre with the sheer and the glitter powder. So yeah, I didn't do clear this time, but especially if you're working with an extremely heavily filled glitter powder, as you're seeing in this video, you really do need to start with a layer of clear to have something to file down to, and also to make it easy to take off the glitter layer. Isn't this turning out so pretty? I am so glad that the powder that I mixed turned out so well. So the index finger and the thumb are going to be straight solid, and I just can't get over this sparkle. I can't get over it. Look at that, guys. I guess I just picked the right one. And you know what? This has been sitting on my shelf since I purchased it, but I've never used it. That's why the jar was half empty. I shared half of it, but I've actually never used it, and I am so shocked at how pretty it is and how nice it is to work with. The other thing that I did leave out is filing and shaping. Now when you're working with a glitter like this, you definitely want to make certain to clean that glitter out of your brush. I didn't show that when I switched over to doing the sheer, but I'm showing you now. also, if you see the glitter collects in the bottom of your acrylic dish, and you want to make certain that you clean that out in between as well. I typically use an absorbent paper towel, no cotton, because I don't want to leave any fibers behind. So there's my clean brush, and we're going to get started, and you'll only see a couple of clips of me doing the clear. When laying the clear on a glitter like this, because to the touch, you could feel some of the grittiness because of the amount of glitter that's in it, so you want to work your beads wet. I'll also put a layer of clear on this nail just so that the amount of layers and the thickness of the nails match up. You guys just don't know. I was having so much fun doing this set, but you're gonna see in a minute why this was an unplanned set. Not unplanned in the sense that I wasn't going to do it at all. I had plans to do this, but I didn't have plans on when to record it. So what I did here was I put a layer of base coat just to fill any ridges to make the surface nice and smooth. And then I'll cure this. Then I'll go in with a layer of matte top coat. And then the purpose of the matte top coat is to create a smooth, dry surface so that you could draw on it. But as you can see, look what happened. I couldn't. The pencil mark wouldn't even show up, and I tried a couple of different pencils. So this was the cause of me switching plans. And I'm not going to tell you what nail set I was going to do. I'll just surprise you guys with it at another time. And then I'll mention it in the video when I do it, that this was the set that it was intended for. Here is some glossy no wipe top coat going on. Isn't that just so satisfying to see? Now I made sure to put some glossy up underneath this one particular nail. And also I went back and I didn't show that on camera too. This nail in particular, the ombre nail, I added some matte finish at the bottom so that it would have two different effects. Doesn't it kind of look like pink iciness? So this is some pretty easy nail art right here, guys. To just draw the stars, you just draw a cross and then an X on top of it. And all I didn't get complicated with it, because what I didn't want to do was I didn't want to take away from the glam and the glitz of this fabulous glitter acrylic, guys. So I just took my dotting tool and added a couple of dots just for some twinkling effect. And then you'll see me go in with some Stardust, I think it was, acrylic powder. Well, actually, no, you won't see that part. So I thought when I did the voiceover, it was in here, and I forgot that's when my camera shut off because the memory was full. But nonetheless, all you have to do is, before you cure this white polish, sprinkle it with some sparkly glitter, and then you'll have your snow effect. I tried to draw a second star, but then I didn't like how it looked. And even though it's a fun set, I wanted to keep it simplistic and elegant. So I wiped that away, and I like this just the way it is. What I ended up doing when the other set didn't work out, So I add some McCart rhinestone glue, and I'm gonna place this cute little teddy bear. I got a lot of them. And look at these pixies, these rhinestone pixies. They are just too sparkly. So I made this little globe, and then you'll see me add some of the McCart rhinestone glue around the edges of it. And to keep the rhinestones from falling out when placing it to the nail, I placed the nail onto the snow globe. And to secure the edges to make sure nothing falls out from around, I add polygel, try to get it on there nice and smooth, even though it was going on like a glob. Yeah, guys, it's a snow globe nail. And then I cure that in the lamp for 60 seconds. When it comes out the lamp, it's going to have an inhibition layer, so that gets wiped off with a lint-free wipe or an absorbent paper towel and alcohol. Then I file it smooth and I go over it with no white glossy top coat. Now, I know many people tend to put things around the globe, you know, and in a way it's kind of to cover up the edges, but again, I wanted to keep this simplified as possible. I'm very careful when filing so as to not break through the structure of the snow globe. So I have my e-file set at about, I want to say 6, and then gently filed. Then I smoothed out the surface with a fine buffer. And I shined it up with no white glossy top coat and matte finish for the rest of the nail surface. And then I decided to top it with a cute little bow and added a snowflake to this nail too. I'm so happy with how this unplanned set turned out, and I hope you like it too. Go ahead and hit the like button, and if you haven't, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell for more to come. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Much love.